Hi everyone!
Hello, hello.
So we are not in the same room, but apparently there was an update with VTube Studio today.
Yes, we literally were like, hey, why don't we do a live stream?
Okay,
And,
how about we start from the beginning of the fucking story of why we're
yes.
here? So, we were watching a many kudos video where it involved Clippy, virtual assistants, AI, and
chatbots, and all that fun stuff. Yep.
And I swear this has everything to do with what we're doing here, right?
This has everything to do with it.
This has everything to do with everything. It
all connects.
God, I hope the audio's okay. How's the audio?
Yeah, I think the audio's fine. It does sound fine.
It's good. It's good.
It's good. I just double checked. We're good.
Okay, good.
We're good.
Good. Yeah, because I have no faith in myself when it comes to audio using OBS. Like, absolutely no fucking faith. But anyway,
fair enough.
So he makes a joke in there of like, oh yeah, just like looking up a Wikihow for how to get rid of that U2 album everyone got through iTunes. If everyone remembers that, because yeah, that was me. That was also Platty.
Everyone got that.
He showed a screenshot of a Wikihow article, and you know me, right? I'm like, oh, what images are they using on that? So I go and look at it, and
oh boy, this leads us down a heck of a rabbit. Why don't you just bring it up?
No, I want to just say this first, right? So the images on the article itself, right? They're not anything special, right? And this is why we're looking at this. It's not the article itself that's special. It's everything surrounding the article. So, bear with me a moment. This is gonna be real fucking jank.
Yep.
We'll go here.
This is...
And I'm going to... Thank God you cannot see any of this. Let me...
There we go. I see the thing.
Yeah, let me go. Color picker. Yeah, like, I'm trying to make it...
Oh, you could...
It's not forgetting, it's that, I have not figured out how to, make that smooth just yet in VTube Studio.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like, I am struggling with how smooth... Which, what line?
Fair enough. There's a line above us.
Is there?
Yeah. In Obas. Do you see it? No?
No, I don't.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it. I don't...
It's showing up on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna... Let me fix...
line.
Don't nice line me! Oh, I see. I don't see it, right? Oh, that's annoying.
You see what's going on?
I see it. Did that fix it a bit? I guess we'll have to see it.
I'll tell you in a couple seconds. Yeah. That made it more distinct.
Fuck me. Okay. Up. How's that? How are them apples?
Give like a couple seconds and then. Okay, there's a line on the side now. There's no longer.
I know what's causing it now.
You do?
Yeah, I know what's doing it.
She'll fix it. I also see one starting on the right side as well. So
yeah, that it's the size of the window. So what it does is yeah, if it's not in the right aspect for it, like the exact right one. It
is it the aspect ratio for
the window itself, yeah.
For VTube Studio?
Yeah, that's why it's like if you're seeing those black lines and it's adjusting, it's me adjusting the window trying to get it right. I thought I had it! Fuck me, I thought I had this.
Well, we're
okay,
figuring
let's fix it. No, that's why I'm like, when you said black line, I'm like, oh god, it's not that, is it?
It was indeed.
Yeah,
well,
Yeah, I don't. I warned you.
I'm letting her fix it. This is the scuff stream for sure.
I fucking warned you that this would be
normal
this
for
would be
us.
a fucking scuff. Holy shit.
It's always scuffed. What do
I
you think?
yeah,
It's
but
us.
it's like I don't usually do this on my own. I'm already paranoid that the
Fair.
ants are gonna get to my internet again.
It's true.
Fucking
They are
fucking
crawling
ants.
inside, in and out of your, not your modem, your router.
It's the router, but I call it a modem because fuck you. It's what I've always called it. But like, yeah, ants live in my fucking router. They just do that. I don't know why. They just do. They just really like it in there for some fucking reason. Did I get rid of it? Oh my god, did I get rid of it?
You did. It looks like you got it. looks like you did it.
Yeah, I did it. Fuck you. Fuck you, VTube Studio. I win.
Nicely done.
I'm the winner here,
Well
bitch.
done.
Fuck you.
Screw e-girls.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
Dick.
Thanks.
So yeah, you've been sitting on this, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the reason why we're streaming. Not me obsessing over a black line on the screen. This is the real reason. I'm not here to talk about my my ants living in my internet router problem, as much as that is.
Nope.
Like, as annoying as that is, right? I find that fucking hilarious. That's not even a thing. I have to explain to people. Yeah, ants they just decided the router is now their home. Don't know why.
Yeah.
No one knows why. It just is. It just is. It's just a fact of life. So if this drops, that's why. Blame the ants. Fuck ants. Here we go. So, how to remove, right? So if we just go down, like I said, images are pretty fucking boring, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got,
They're pretty much.
It's pretty, like, if you've ever looked up shit like this on Wikihow before, it's the standard.
Tech-related things are pretty. This is very standard for tech.
Yeah, and it's like, it's one of the few times where I'm like, with Wikihow, I'm fine with this being on here. Like, this is pretty much what I would.
This makes sense.
Yeah, like, this is kind of a thing where I'm like, this makes sense. This is what I think Wikihow should be.
Yes.
Right? Like, instead of what we all know and love it for. Like, this is probably what it should be. Just shit like this. Because I would have loved to know how to get rid of this fucking album back in the day when this first started appearing on iTunes.
Oh yes.
Because what the fuck? But instead, I started, like, looking at the sidebar, like, all the suggested shit. So, Wikihow has quizzes now.
That was a news to us for sure.
Yeah, to be fair, we haven't looked at Wikihow in a long-ass time, but,
That is true.
still, they have quizzes now. So we have, am I a narcissist or an empath quiz? Does he like me quiz? What is my aesthetic quiz? Am I gay quiz? Why can't I sleep quiz? Zodiac compatibility quiz. So of course I clicked on the
Yeah.
narcissistic and gay quiz. So we have those
Yes.
going up here. But that's not all, right? So there's some interesting ones that we've got, that I also noticed just from scrolling around. So you got all the tech ones here, right? Right? Again, it's the side ones that you want to have a closer look at. Featured articles. How to spot the signs of female genital mutilation.
Yeah, that being there kind of is what spiraled into
Yeah, this is what spiraled it into, like, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't even realize these ones. Oh my god. There's more. Fucking hell, there's more.
more.
Platty, there's more. How to respond when someone calls you smart. Reality shifting. What is it and how to do it success? Okay. Opening. Yeah. That's. Yeah. What does NPC mean on social media?
Oh my god.
Pulling the sword out at Disney World and Disneyland.
These are trending.
Yeah, these are trending. I love WikiHow. I fucking love WikiHow. Yeah, good relevant time of day to you too, Green Badger Outdoors. So, welcome to the shit show.
Yes, it is very shit here.
I am in pain. I want to
I am in pain
die.
and I'm-
Give me the asteroid strike, please. Oh, God. Okay, and then, what are the other features? Because I stopped at female genital mutilation, and I kind of just checked out from there.
Did.
Because I went down a bit of a rabbit hole beyond there, because there's some articles that were related, apparently, to that one, that I'm like, what the fuck? And it just kept going, and I'm like, oh, man. And
so how do we want to go? We should probably follow our rabbit hole.
I want to see these first, and then we can follow the rabbit hole, like, that we actually went down, right? But I want to see what else. Oh, look, it's a handy little tip for the eastern states, how to remove mice from your vehicle. This'll be sure to help you with your mouse plague.
Oh my gosh. There's gonna be at least 50 tabs open before we're done. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
This is how she functions.
Well,
I have seen her laptop in person, and it hurt. It hurt me.
I'm not as bad as Polly, though.
I'm the one sitting with about... I'm the one who has about 20 or so open in 2 different browsers, so yeah.
Platty, like, if you ever saw Polly's, that would hurt you. Because,
that
like,
would probably make me cry.
Yeah, because I've seen Polly's tabs. It is
He wonders why his computer had problems streaming.
Well, no, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing, though, Platty. Like, so you saw mine, right? How it's so tiny, usually, that you only really see the little icons, right? He has arrows going between all his tabs. He has so many tabs. He has like the little arrows on the side.
Oh God.
Like, I never get to that point.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like I'm not bad. I consider, like, yeah, like, I can get a bit much with the amount of tabs I have sometimes. I'll admit that freely, but at the same time, I consider myself pretty damn average because I'm not getting to that stage.
Fair enough. All right, back to
so
the
there's
topic
more.
at hand. What else?
Look, it's the ones where it's just pictures. You know, my favorite Wikihow article is the one that's like how to calculate pi by throwing frozen hot dogs across a room. And it uses images.
That is a good classic.
It is a fucking classic. And it just uses pictures like this. Like, it just took actual pictures of people throwing, like, a frozen hot dog down. Like, the fucking...
You cut a cake layer in half.
Put
knife in half. Put knife in middle. Drag across.
Yeah,
it's probably looking for the very specific.
Yeah, it's probably very specific. And then, oh god. What's the difference between novels and books? What is the difference?
Not really a how-to.
Well, that's the thing with WikiHow. Like, at a certain point, some of these articles really are not, like, how-tos at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's just kind of the inevitability of a website like this.
My brain just caught up. What is the difference between
we can find out.
Books?
We can find out. But that's kind of the inevitability, I think, of just the nature of WikiHow, right? Eventually, because there's so many, like, yeah, you could do, like, a how-to on basically fucking everything you could possibly imagine. But people get bored of doing the same thing over and over again. So, I think it's kind of just, again, an inevitability of, just people wanting to make other things for WikiHow, so you end up with weird shit like, what's the difference between novels and books?
Mm-hmm.
And shit like 13 best card games for 3 people. Like, it happens with every website.
You have to be to make a WikiHow.
Ah, fuck if I know. Like, I think genuinely some of these come from a place of just wanting to share how to do something. Like, unironically, I learned how to cast off from knitting from this. From WikiHow. Yeah. Because I learned how to knit from, like, my nana basically being like, oh yeah, this is how you do it, haha, not really serious about it, right? Which is why, I knit in the mirror, like, to how she did. Because I technically knit left-handed. Fun fact. Because, you know, like...
Even though she's right-handed.
Yeah, even though I'm right-handed. It's like, it's one of those weird things I do left-handed, which it's not the only thing like that for me, weirdly enough. Like, there's a couple of things I do like... Yeah, there's a couple of things I do like that, where it's just kind of like, that's the left-handed way to do it. Oh, is it?
Okay, then.
Yeah, it's just the way my brain works, apparently. But that's, yeah, fun fact, that's one of them. But she only really showed me, like, the basic thing, and it was never really serious. To the point of, like, this was when I was 8, years later, I came over to her house, I somehow got a pair of knitting needles and, like, some wool. I'm like, hey, look at this thing I made! It was, like, a shitty scarf that had, like, stitches dropped and stuff, but it's still pretty top quality, looking back on it, right? So I still have that somewhere.
Yeah.
And she was, like, really oddly impressed by it. Like, where did you learn to knit? I learned it from you. That she'd completely... well, that's the thing. She'd completely forgot. And this was, like, I was 14 when that happened, right? So from 8 to 14, like, this is, like, the only thing I ever really produced of any kind of quality or worth. And it was all from, like, watching her do that one time, and it just stuck with me for some fucking reason. But... again, she didn't really teach me the casting on. I kind of figured that out myself a bit. The thing I couldn't figure out was how to cast off, which is, you know, making the finished product. So I ended up looking it up, and I found a Wikihow article detailing how you cast off from knitting. So it's like, yeah, there is a use for Wikihow articles. I'm never going to deny that, because that's like one of the key things of learning how to knit. How the fuck do you finish this? So
That is fair.
yeah, like, there's a use, and I think there's, like, a reason why people would make articles on here. Like, again, how to cast off knitting, how to start knitting, like, how to delete a U2 album. Like, there's reasons for these things to exist. It's just... unfortunately, that's not what you usually see come out of Wikihow. It's usually the extremes. Like, I don't know. Where is it? How to spot the signs of female genital mutilation. Haha, see, I linked it back.
You did indeed.
I can keep on track.
Yeah.
I swear, everything is relevant. I have a reason for everything I do. Oh my god.
Yep. Like, we just glanced over this, and it's...
yeah, we glanced over it, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, genuinely.
Like, I don't... yeah.
Yeah, you go on, sorry. I'm just gonna...
It's just, like... there's so many different things. It's like, how to delete every YouTube element. Sorry, that caught me. It caught me off guard.
If only. Like, I wish they did.
If only. Look, I just I think what caught our eye about this whole thing was just like, okay, this is crazy. First and foremost, why is this on here?
Well, it's just the craziness. It's not even a why is this on here thing. Because, I mean, we've seen some insane shit on here when we're making the Wikihow games, right?
Yeah.
Like, remember, like, and this is, like, one that's just come to my head because I've had to look at the image recently, but the how to survive the death of a child, where it's, like, a happy couple, and they're just like, yeah, let's look off into, like, just at the distance, right?
Look off after the sea.
Like,
our child's dead.
Yeah, like, that's a
We
real
gotta live
article.
with it.
How to survive the death of a child. Like, for fuck's sake. You know? Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
This, again, how to calculate pi by throwing frozen hot dogs across a room. That's another funny one.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole bunch of shit on here where it's like, you get to a point where you're not even asking why is this on here, it's more, how is this gonna help anyone? Who brought this into existence?
How is this? Like, this one is so... he's like,
this
is...
This is definitely one of the top
go ahead.
weirder ones, right? Like, it's up there.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some weird shit on here before, but man, this is like... what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Is it up there for you too, Platty?
This is a big what the fuck.
Yeah.
For me.
So,
This is definitely a huge what the fuck one.
So, yeah, we kind of, like, scrolled through it a little bit, right? We didn't really look too deeply at it, but it was more because we were like, okay, what are the pictures? Because that's my fascination with a lot of these Wikihows, that we just find where they're just so bizarre. It's like, okay, what pictures did they decide to use for this? Because, again, how to survive the death of a child there's a couple looking off in the distance, smiling, like, yeah, we're living the best life, you know, and like, that's a picture they unironically use
yes.
on that article. So it's, and there's another one that's like how to be a trophy wife, where it's like doing a bunch of like, yeah, I'm doing water skiing and this, that, and the other. Like, it's just the images that people decide to use on these always fascinate me, because it's just, it's either something where it's like, yeah, okay, I can see why you use that, or it's just something where you're like, why did you decide to use that? What? And the just, they're so delightfully crap. Like, because...
Yeah, they kind of are.
Because, fun fact, the way that a lot of these, Wikihow art pieces are created, these fucking masterpieces, as I understand anyway, like, this is what I've heard, but I could totally see it just from the quality of some of these. They take stock images, right? And this is also how you get shit like, some of them being the exact same picture, but just changed slightly on different articles, if you've ever come across that, which we have a couple of times. They take a stock image and they trace over it. And that's artwork.
Yeah.
Like, and I can absolutely see it with just how weird some of the proportions are, because it's, some of them obviously use stuff like, foreshortening, if you've ever heard the term foreshortening, where it's like, you hold your arm in front of you, like, this is just basic description, right? You hold your arm in front of you, and from, if you're viewing that hand or arm from, like, the opposite end, it looks shortened, right? Like, you can't see the full length of the arm. That's foreshortening, basically. And there are ways to draw that, and there's ways to really fuck that up. And it is so easy to fuck that up. And you see it all the time on Wikihow articles. It's just, and usually a way of fucking that up is tracing. Which is, neither here or there, but that's how it happens. But, yeah, that's...
I just want to point out, look at when this was last updated.
When was
2 days ago.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Very top,
I did notice that when I looked down. It's like 2 days ago. This was updated. So this is
how long? This must be a relatively new one, is what it must be. Like,
some of them get updated rather frequently, from what I've seen, which is weird, because again, like, how to spot the signs of female genital mutilation. Yeah, I'm totally coming to WikiHow for up-to-date information on that.
Yeah, like, is this that widespread of a problem?
I mean, well, when we scroll to the bottom, we'll see where all the sources are from. Don't spoil that, Platty.
Yes,
because
which
it explains so much. It explains so much. But yeah, let's look at this dude's hand. Like, this is what I mean by crap foreshortening. Like, this is not the worst I've seen, but you know, look at that. And this isn't even.
Looks like he has a sixth pinky on there.
Yeah, and this isn't even me going like, "Ooh, la di da, I am the top artist." Because no, I have trouble foreshortening too, but I freely admit that. You know, I will freely fucking admit that. Like, I don't think I'm the best artist that ever was. You know, like,
but this is standard for.
This is pretty bad.
But this is standard.
Yeah, this is also standard WikiHow, and like, I feel like I need to say that though. It's like, I'm not being like, oh, la di da, look at me, I'm the artist. It's just, I'm pointing it out. I'm pointing it out. But yeah, so we got this. Then we got this. So, you notice something weird here?
There's very much so different artists there.
Yeah, it's not completely, but like, it is a different style. And like, you're thinking maybe, okay, maybe it's like they just haven't detailed the face a bit, right? Okay, maybe. What about this?
Now it's completely different. Yeah. They're just kind of grabbing a lot of different things.
This was what what kind of made me go, oh my god.
This is just a hodgepodge of a bunch
Yeah.
of different people
Yeah, 'cause
contributing to this
not-
one thing.
Well, apparently there's 7 contributors to this one article, which is not like the most I've ever seen contributing to a to a single article. No, I think it's been like 20 people has been like the upper limit I've seen on these. Maybe 30.
Yeah.
Like a ridiculous amount still, but you know, so it's still
Yeah.
a low amount for Wikihow standards, but yeah, 7 people. And it does show. But not only did the topic grab me here though, right, of just what the fuck, the fact that the first 3 images are all 3 different styles.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. This one feels so weird. Like, just continuing to scroll through all
Yeah,
of this.
because then you go here, and
just-
yet again, it's different.
Another style change. And then more style change.
And this isn't even getting into the text, right? Like, look at how different these all are. Like, I don't think there's really a consistent style between any of these. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then we scrolled here and I just started seeing I bless the rains down in Africa. Just, yeah.
That she did.
I did. But yeah, so we
Mhm.
keep scrolling. Like, I don't think there's a single consistent style between any of these. But, and again, this isn't even getting into the text, because it's like, it's so bare bones what it's saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's
so fucking bare bones, but there's a couple of them where I'm like, I find it hilarious to point out though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh look here, it's some of those common words include these. Like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Notice if a family member is coming from abroad.
Yeah.
Like, alright.
Like,
Watch out for holidays abroad, especially to see family or friends in countries with high FGM rates. Like, okay. Be aware of any ceremonies, especially those celebrating becoming a woman or being prepared for marriage.
it's so
Yeah.
if you guys haven't picked up on it, it's very specific to a certain type of thing. Like this is quick. Like it quickly is like it says it without saying it.
It does, and that's
Probably
kind of
'cause-
the funniest part. But that's the thing, right? So it's saying it without saying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it even shows a couple of pictures of yeah, right. We got Africa,
Mm-hmm.
but then it says like a bunch of countries here, right? And it's like you don't think it's just these?
I don't think so.
I mean, it
either.
also has these like Djibouti, Guinea, Indonesia, Mali, Yemen.
That's how Djibouti's spelled. Nice.
You never knew that? You never seen that?
even seen
Oh, okay, yeah, fair
No.
enough. That is a weird one.
Legitimately, my only experience with Djibouti was Djibouti dubs.
Fair enough. Yeah, I only know that because it's like I think it was a thing in fucking Pop Tropica of all fucking things. Yeah, that really just saying my age there. Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
But fair enough. Be aware, blah blah blah. Like, so we're skipping past. Take action. Yeah, go to the police. Go to the coppers, guys. Go to the fucking coppers. Yada, call a helpline, find a support clinic. Alright, so we got tips, right? Then we got warnings, yada, and this is like what made me also pause, right? All this, we'll get to that in a moment. But it's the references we really should be looking at here, right?
Yeah,
Is
there's
there,
a common theme.
I wonder
with,
what it
these-
is.
Let's see. It might be the .uk.
Just maybe?
Yeah. Man, I wonder what all these. I wonder what is a big problem over in the UK right now.
I wonder. Huh.
It wouldn't be some certain. Yeah, no, I can't say anything.
Yeah, no, we won't say it, but I think it's kind of when you look back at everything that's in the article, right? Of like just just how common they're like putting it as, right? Common enough for it to be like a thing you need to watch out for. Of like, hey, yeah, notice if a family member is coming from abroad, or watch out for holidays abroad. And then you see the where all the references are coming from.
Yeah. Boggles the mind.
Boggles
it's
the
a
mind.
real head scratcher on this one. It's so...
There was one, though, that I found really... Just a line in this I found really fucking funny. I'm forgetting exactly where it... Oh, God. Take note if any other female or AFAB member in the family. Fuck. You can't escape it.
AFAB?
I'm just gonna scroll past that. You don't...
Oh.
You don't... Yeah,
I don't need to know. It's probably infuriating.
It's assigned female at birth, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah, so, you know.
Well, that's
can't
stupid.
escape it. Oh, God, where was it?
Really can't escape it.
There was a line where I'm just like... Like, what? Yeah, here it is. That's it. Watch out for cutting season.
They're gonna slice and dice.
That line, just watch out for cutting season, like, fucking hell. Like, that made me, like, when I saw that first, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, cutting season. Just fuck me. So, okay, so, yeah, we've seen the sources, but then you might also like...
Yes,
how to identify sexual harassment, how to report sexual abuse, how to determine if someone is a child molester.
How whole season for that? Is it a sport? I mean, consider where it's coming from, Jacob. Like, legitimately, consider what kind of people do that shit.
Just how to report a sex offender. How to determine if your child is being molested. How to prevent sexual harassment. How to identify, that word. Because I'm not sure if I can really read that out on stream without it. Like, this is probably already being yeeted into oblivion, let's be fucking real, but, you know. Let's
be real, yeah.
Yeah, but let's prevent, even further yeeting. How to prevent a potential, that word. How to avoid being that worded. How to... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter too much if I say it or not, but it's still just like, I want to err on the side of caution here, you know? How to confront...
One that caught me...
How to confront a friend who's been sexually molested. How to heal from childhood sexual abuse. What to do... This is the one that caught you, isn't it?
Yes, it was. What to do if you've been roofied. If you're looking it up, you're already in a bad state.
Yeah.
If you're looking it up, you should probably call the police at that point. Like...
Well, maybe not even that. It's like, if you're able to look it up, I don't think you've been roofied. I think you're good.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. How to see the warning signs of child molestation. How to get a knit kit. Everything you need to know. Like...
Until the hospital loses it.
Yeah, until they lose 7 of them. Fucking hell.
Yes.
But yeah,
sorry.
like, so we had all these. That's a
conversation.
Yeah, that's a
a
conversation that no one knows what the fuck is going on there.
So yeah,
fuck. But yeah, so then I found all these,
the ones
right?
we selected?
The ones we selected. Yeah. How to determine if someone is a child molester? Because I wanted to know. And then we had also how to avoid being that worded. Because...
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god. These are real. These are real.
These are indeed.
And half the fun of looking at Wikihow articles like this is, just seeing what images they choose to put alongside the text. Because, like, the text is always secondary to what's going on in the pictures. You know?
Yeah, sometimes it really is like that.
Yeah.
Those...
Oh, God. So,
Yes.
however, don't accuse someone of being a child molester without being certain.
I mean, fair.
And if we look, it has last updated April 7th, 2023. It has 37 co-authors. And there's like
That's a pretty sizable one.
There's a thing here from June 17th, 2016. This helped me tremendously in making the decision to report what my 4-year-old grandson told me a week ago.
Wow. That's they actually had a success story from this.
Apparently they did. Oh,
God.
God.
That is insane.
Like, you're seeing my model, like, smile there, right? When I'm like, oh. But, like, you don't see the actual, like, shape my mouth is making, which is, like, the only downside here. Because it is the opposite of, yeah, you know? It's, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Like, god damn.
You can't make the mouth... Something to work on.
Yeah, eventually. Like, I think that's probably from, the way the VTuber models are probably supposed to be. You know, they're probably supposed to be all like, ooh, happy joy, right? They're not really supposed to be, like, going, how to determine if someone is a child molester. You know? This was never the point.
Mm-hmm.
This was never the intention. We are God's mistake. I see the way you're looking at me there, Fly. I see it. I got you. Oh, look for signs of grooming by a predator. Okay. So you got the, sketchies. Are those supposed to be people or towers?
I think those are supposed to be people.
They look that looks like some Spirited Away shit going on there. Like, oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
it kind of does.
Yeah, you know, like when the ghost patrons start coming out at night. You know that scene?
Like, never seen Spirited Away?
You've never seen... Oh, okay.
I've never seen Spirited Away.
That's...
I know I want to do it eventually. I will eventually watch it.
That's on our list. That's on our list. Alright.
I know it's on our list.
It's on our list of
We have a lot of things.
We have so many We have, like, The Simpsons on that fucking list, too. Like, I don't know when we're getting around to that. But we're doing it.
Probably when you live here, yeah.
But we're fucking doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking do it. SCP.
The SCP of the Walking Sirens.
Nice.
SCP-1135. The weird shadow tower people. Oh god.
Right.
Don't take me seriously on that one.
I won't.
Oh god.
Oh,
No. Notice if
hey.
someone asks a child to do an activity that involves being alone together.
No.
So which one's the predator in this? This guy holding his hand, or this guy like going like, "Hey kid, how's it hanging?" Which one is it?
How's it hanging?
Yeah, how's it hanging?
Slightly to the left.
Yeah, which one is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, which one's the
know.
predator, guys?
It's probably. I want to say it's not the one holding the hand.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's supposed to be this guy, but it's when you accompany this with text of notice if someone asks a child to do an activity that involves being alone together, and you got this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like you probably maybe this should have been more.
Like that one is very like clearly.
Yeah,
yes.
this is clearly but it's like you don't want to confuse it. It has to be blue shirt.
But the blue shirt also doesn't have a mustache, so
Yeah, so which one is it? It's
when there's no mustache, then it's truly a hidden person.
It's Schrodinger's molester.
Oh my god. I cannot believe you just said that. I cannot believe you just said that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know, we're sitting here on a stream talking about looking for signs of, like, predators. You tell me.
Yeah. This was your idea. That's what it was.
Yeah. Pay attention if someone shares inappropriate information with a child.
Okay.
Okay, yep, alright. Be on the lookout for unusual touching.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
She looks so uncomfortable. Oh, come on, that's not the worst thing I've ever said.
Chat disconnected for me for a second there. That was weird.
That is by far not the worst thing I've ever fucking said. Come on.
No, it's not, but that was still pretty fucked up.
Come on. It's not that bad.
Just keep scrolling.
Me. Oh.
Oh.
God. Why did you ask me to keep scrolling? We were landing on this. This is your fault. This one's on you.
No, you're the one who clicked this one. Don't even try. Watch for someone who buys things for children. I mean, look, all of these, it's like, all of this is like general shit.
It like, really is, isn't it? It's like, it's so...
I don't think there's anything...
I mean, maybe the one where it's like, too much detail, inappropriate information, like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Like, that one's like the only one. I think that one's like one of the only ones so far where you just kind of like... Yeah, that's explicitly like, okay,
that's my sleep paralysis demon. Yep, we're gonna be seeing a few of those, I imagine. What's up? Oh, I think someone came in. Well, it's just you and me, chat, for now.
Sorry, my mom knocked on the door. Sorry.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I thought it was. So.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all fine. It's all fine. All right, sorry.
All fine.
Yeah, she knocked on my door asking if I wanted some fish. I do not want fish, so yeah, I had to get up and close the door. I had to get up and close the door because it does not swing shut.
I gotcha.
But yeah, like that one involving the you know, that's the only one so far that's like, you know, it's very specific of like, yeah, I can see that. Whereas like the rest of this, it's so like, is anyone aware of that one South Park episode, right, where they're like, the parents will start getting really paranoid about child abductors? And it gets, like, to the crazy point they end up expelling the kids and they end up becoming, like, Mongolians trying to crash the Great Wall of South Park. I'm not even... When I say all that, I know that sounds fucking insane, but, like, if you've seen the episode, you know.
It's South Park.
It's fucking South Park. Like, what do you expect?
Of course you get to expect, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if anyone has ever seen that episode, this is what this article reminds me of. Just...
Oh. How dare she?
Oh!
What?
Oh my god, I actually got a donation. Holy shit. Give me a moment. Like, okay, so I put it up in there as, like, the donation stuff is like, you know, just in case. I did not expect anyone to do that, but just in case. I'll play that again, actually. Let's play that again.
How dare she? I wanted that cake.
Yeah, I wanted that cake. Fuck you. Fuck you, Barbie. Thank you, Gilcano, for the $3. That girl is giving... Alright, let me just try that again. Holy shit. That girl is giving toy to someone. She is the predator. What a twist! Oh, holy shit. Yeah, that is a plot twist, isn't it? Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, this girl. This right here. She's the one grooming. She's grooming this doll. This obviously male doll that's in a dress. Like, seriously, look at this doll. This doesn't look like a... Is this supposed to be like a girl doll? Or what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
You're gonna... Yeah.
I'm going to stop. I'm stopping myself. Okay, yeah, that's probably another good one.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Definitely pay attention to that. Holy shit. Do not put your kids online.
Yeah, don't just... like, this is how you get shit like the, Finger Family videos, if you know what those are. Where it's just...
No, I do not.
Oh, boy. I could probably show you after this, if I remember. No, it's nursery rhyme thing. Apparently it's a really old English one, but like, of course, it's only really popular in India anymore, right? And it's like, Daddy finger, where are you? Here I am, blah 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 blah. Like, it's that, but it's it's from like the Elsagate days, if you remember those, where it's just like shitty kid videos made at the lowest quality possible, and they somehow get millions upon millions of views because parents just let their kids watch YouTube video after YouTube video without supervision on little iPads and phones and shit, right?
Yeah.
And of course, like, in all the recommends, it's just more Finger Family, more Elsa and Spider-Man, like, shit like that. It's... yeah, it is the lowest quality shit. Like, I think here we are higher quality than most of that shit. That's sad.
Probably. We do put a lot more effort into a lot of that shit, I would say. Stop dragging shit from my memory that I suppressed.
Never. No, you must remember everything. Everything awful. But yeah, so, you know, Elsa Gate, Finger Family, that's why. Pay attention to who your child interacts with online.
That's smart. Good enough.
Okay,
like,
so we've
right.
had two
Next.
actually good things on here.
Characteristics of... okay, so this is method 2. Disregard common myths. Hold on.
I understand there is no typical
Okay.
child molester. Followed by many predators are friendly and outgoing.
Oh, that's a new one.
What the fuck?
The one that they said right below it. Or not right below it.
The predators are typically
predators
male,
are
but not always?
Yes.
Yeah, well, at least they're
Thank God someone
acknowledging
finally said
that.
something.
It's still kind of like, they're
At least
typically
they're
male,
acknowledging that.
but not always. Like, it still feels like a fucking cop-out.
It does kind of.
That feels like a fucking cop-out. Oh god, what else? Predator does not have typical physical characteristics. They could be any race, ethnicity, or gender. I mean, yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
if you see the pedo stash, though, run. Run, children, run.
Look. My brother is a weird instance, okay?
Well, no, he doesn't have a pedo stash, though.
No, he just has a molestache.
Not even that. I wouldn't call it a molestache.
Well, no. Honestly, probably not anymore now.
No, like, that's
It used
just...
to be.
I mean, maybe, but, like, that's not a molestache. That's fine. That's fine.
Defending your brother-in-law. I see.
He's fine. Watch out for
Okay, so
people who
we're
develop unusual relationships with children. Alright, listen for inappropriate talk about sex.
Yeah.
Someone who seems to be trying to earn your trust.
Talk to your kids about danger sign. That hand is...
What's
that is
going
weird.
on here?
She's like resting it, but also, yeah. Why you gotta throw the man under the bus like that?
Yeah, what the hell, Platty?
Look.
What is wrong with you?
He would never do anything like that to a child. He hates them too much.
Fucking hell. God.
The desire he's suppressing is to beat their heads in. That's what he's...
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's a...
That makes him seem like a piece of shit.
Apparently he's like a completely different kind of danger to children. Oh my god. But yeah, seriously, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm trying to, like... I'm trying to figure out how this works in my head. You know?
See, there's a lot of weird perspective things here, too. Like the way it looks like the child is sitting, but also laying in, is supposed to be laying in
like, she's supposed to be laying in bed.
Under.
That's why I'm, like, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Because, like, she's supposed to be in bed, obviously, right? So that like bit is a blanket, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is she like lying down, or is she like resting her hand on her knee, or something like right? So that's like the first part I'm trying to figure out. Then the next part I'm trying to figure out is to do with that hand arm situation, right? So is that supposed to be flat, like a flat surface, or is she like got a hand at like a weird angle going on, right? Like it's up and then down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
she's bent half her back to sit up. Yes.
yeah,
Exactly.
I'm just, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm like, what the?
Also, she has dwarf arms. So.
Yeah, well, the kid I can understand drawing dwarf arms because it's like, it's a kid,
Yeah.
right? Like, kid perspectives are kind of, kids are one of the weirdest things to draw. Because at least with an adult, it's I get